This is D from the Fishing Gardeners, part 2 of beginning gardener fruit tree growers. Easy trees to grow. Okay, right here, this is my pollinating area, and I just made this as an entrance, as a, to help the pollinators come to the backyard, to help pollinate for my fruit trees. Okay, so of course, this right here is a loquat. This one right here is grafted. It's supposed to be dwarfed, and I've had it for 2 years, so it is dwarf. So this is another easy fruit tree to grow, and it gives you the fruits between January, February, and March. So you don't have to spend a lot of time with this. Just put it in the ground and it'll grow. Okay, let's go ahead and swing right around here. And these are blueberries. So blueberries, they're easy to grow also. Now, I do give it acidifier fertilizer because that's what they like to grow. And I have blueberries on both sides of my house. But this side right here, the birds don't attack, and the other side it does. So I had to try to, even it out because, birds will come. And I get a lot of blueberries from them. And they have all different types. You got pink lemonade, blueberries, and I have all different types. I don't really have the name of all the blueberries, but I have different types. I think I have a total of 18 different blueberry pots, but not 18 different types. Also, right here, Meiwas. So Meiwas are very easy to grow too for a beginning fruit gardener, and I feel that they prefer pots. I had put them in the ground and it didn't really work out, so I put them back in the pot. And as you can see, the Meiwas are growing very well. The Meiwa is a kumquat, and it does very well. Here you go. See that? It does very well in the wintertime because I did not protect them, and they fruit constantly. So I want to show. Here goes my other passion fruit and grapevine. So this whole thing right here, we have a mixture of muscadine and Concord grapes. So again, you'll need a trellis for that. And this right here are the passion fruit. Now I have different type of passion fruit, green, and one purple, and I'm assuming the other one is red. So this right here now will require for you to at least start to feed it up the trellis if you want to. But when it when it's finished growing, it will give you an abundance of fruit. So I don't do nothing to it other than every once in a while I make sure it's going up the trellis correctly. So that's another easy fruit type vine plant that you can grow for beginning gardeners. This right here is the cranberry hibiscus right here. This is also another one that you can go ahead and grow in a pot. You have to watch it in the cold. Just give it a cover. But what I do is I take a piece off of here and I will go ahead and put it in some water just in case the tree dies, because this is not the original tree. The original tree died because I didn't protect it from the cold. But I had already taken just a piece off and put it in water, and when the frost was over, I just went ahead and planted it, and boom, here you go, another tree. So you can make as many of those as you want. Just take a piece off for the winter time just in case that one dies. So this is another tree that is easy to grow. And then we have the Morringa right here. So the Morringa is another one of the trees that you just throw in there and you ignore it, okay? So this is another tree that's easy to grow. So I am in Central Florida, Zone 9B. Please do your research on the area that you are in. So I am in Zone 9B. So this is just to help people as far as easy trees to grow. Also, the peach trees and nectarine trees are also easy to grow. Make sure you get the one for your area, okay? This one right here is a Florida Prince and a Tropic. This is a Tropic Beauty right here. But my mistake I got before was I had gotten a Florida Queen, and the tree grew nicely, but it wasn't for my zone because it needed more chill hours. So that was going to be a waste of time, so I gave that tree to my daughter. because the area she's in, she gets more chill hours, okay? So definitely make sure that you're not just going to grab any peach tree or any, if you want fruits. If you want to be a fruit tree collector and you don't mind not having fruits, by all means you can get any type of tree. But when you get plums and peaches, and certain mangoes, make sure that they can actually thrive in your zone and actually give you fruits, because the tree can grow nicely and then you wonder why you're not getting fruits, and which I was wondering until I went and researched and realized that the peach tree I got needed more chill hours than zone B gave, though they sold the tree right here. So don't just get a tree because they're selling it in Lowe's or they're selling it in Walmart. You have to know what tree is for your zone. So when you go for the tree, look at it, look at the name, and go ahead and type in to make sure what zone you're in. Also, you could be in the same zone that I'm in, but in a different location, okay? So make sure you factor that in, okay? I have people that I know that they can grow mangoes way better than I can, and they're in the same zone that I'm in, okay? But my location, the mangoes, the growth is more stunted because I get more cold, and they may be in an area where they're more tucked in and more protected. And it depends on how your backyard is formatted and all. So make sure you factor in all of these things before you just go and buy a bunch of trees and get frustrated. So hopefully this is to help people, get trees and grow and enjoy, enjoy having fruit trees. And with these Barbados cherries, you really can't see the cherry unless you're right on top. And by the time when you finally do see it, it does turn red, and I get to it before the birds do. So again, like I said, make sure that the trees that you are getting are for your zone. Do your research, and start off with trees that you know is going to give you, a bountiful amount of fruit, so that you don't get frustrated and ready to give up. Oh, I forgot another one. So let me just show you that real quickly. This is a red lime tree. And this tree could take hold very, very well, right? It looks small, but it gives you a lot. I mean, they're all over, okay? So, also, you start pruning your trees at a young age to set them up so they can be straight up. If not, and you let them go, then they'll be, short and wiry. And if you're ever going to put them in the ground, you probably want them straight up, like such, versus one that may branch down like this. So I'm going to put this one in a bigger pot. This is a Meyer Lemon. But if I was to put this in the ground, everything would be hanging on the ground, and I really don't need that in my area. So, factor that in too. Okay. So hopefully this video is very informative. And if you like, subscribe, share, give me a thumbs up. And you can go ahead and post any comments below with any questions that you have for me. And also let me know if you want me to do videos on other fruit trees that I have in my backyard. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.